there's two ways you can turn it on. The first is you just hit the power button and it's going to go through its little self-test. When you do that, the board wakes up remembering exactly where it was when you left it and shut it down. Okay?
The board, yeah.
The board itself.
Yeah.
Okay, now I'm going to shut it down here, and you see it comes up that way. So I'm going to shut down, and I have to confirm the shutdown.
That's another thing people don't understand.
Right.
Confirm
That is stupid.
Yeah.
But, okay. Now, if you push and hold the power button and hold it, holding, you get this other menu.
Oh, yes.
Select Startup Menu, Full Control, Playback Only, which is what it was in. So it wasn't letting me change
Control it.
intensity levels. It was only letting me play back
See, people were
what
playing
was
with
recorded.
this.
So somebody held the button too
Yeah,
long, and then there's control and
And then
playback.
tried playing with that.
But
yeah.
you want to select full control,
Control.
and then
And you
you,
confirm with that.
okay.
That's the difference.
And now we want to be intensity A,
Yes.
and we get control of our dimmers.
Everything.
Each
So
one.
now you can run these fader. Now this has to be up, and you don't see if I push the blackout button, it goes
Blacks
away.
everything out.
Or if I take, now these are full intensity right now,
If you take it
and,
slightly
but
off.
if I take it down, they all go down
Right.
because it's
Yes, yes.
it's overriding
That's the override.
on the thing. This one you don't really use. This one, these two,
Yes.
if you record memories, and there are currently memories recorded in here, you can play back the memories. You can do it one of two ways. You can go boom, boom, back and forth like that. Okay? Or you can push next, 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 and it will step through your memories in sequence.
Okay.
Now, unless your services are practically lockstep
yeah.
thing on there, that's not as practical
No.
in churches. It's more designed for plays and shows where you come in and you practice and you rehearse and you set, the lights are like this here, and as the dialogue goes along, it's going to transition to this, and you make the different scenes. And that will stay the same all the time. And usually, if it's a semi-big production or whatever, there's a stage manager someplace on a headset going, go Q3, go Q4, and you step through like that. You guys don't do any of that, so we don't care about that. So I clear the stack, we're in intensity A. And now you can run faders up. So now you guys can decide what kind of a look you want to put on the chancel.
Yes.
Just move these things. You're going to have to, now at some point in time, those were lighting zones, and they tell you which faders are doing the thing. So you still have the paperwork. That's a minor miracle in itself.
That's a nice map. That's helpful.
Yes.
Okay.
People put in little gouge bars or gouge notes here to help them because this is too hard to refer to when it's
Right.
pasted over
No,
there.
I understand.
So,
Now you run the little faders up, and when you get a look you like, you push and hold the button you want to record it on.
for that name.
And you push and hold it, it will start blinking. That button you're holding will start blinking, and you keep holding it till it goes on solid.
Okay, so if I want to save this look, and we'll call this chancel,
Uh-huh.
because it's just covering chancel area. That's just the chancel. I could just go like
You
this.
push
Wait,
and hold.
this
but
one's not up.
it's-
You want that one all the way up, or you want?
Yeah. But these can all the way be up. So.
Okay, so push and hold, and your fingers sort of cover, there it goes. See, the LED's going, and it's
Keep
blinking.
holding.
You keep holding. Now it's
Solid,
recorded.
and there they go.
So now
Okay.
if you fade that stuff down,
It's maintaining that.
yeah, it maintains it. So it's not, the board's not overriding it.
It's just that simple.
It's acting in pile-on mode, and I'll have to look and see. I'm not entirely certain that I can fix it so that.
Well, that's okay. I was guessing that's
One of the ways they operate, but it can be annoying because it means that people have access to the button panel and they can put lights on.
We don't have.
Well, you can control it because
but-
it will light up the
Right,
light.
it'll tell you,
And you
tell you
just have-
somebody's fooling around with it here.
Yeah.
So
But-
there's, yes,
Okay.
okay. And so if I wanted to do a new setup for, and what do they mean by cleaning? Do you have any?
Cleaning was just bright
Everything.
lights.
Just everything is bright.
Everything- enough white light so that
everything
people can come
bright
in with
so the janitor could vacuum, be able to see all areas with the maximum lighting. I think that was what cleaning was all about.
So then that's just this, right?
All about was everything, because
Well,
we don't have everything,
This looks as bright as it's gonna get.
but all these aren't really connected to something, are they?
yeah.
Yeah, they are all connected.
You have lights
Oh,
up
okay.
there, lights
Okay.
over there.
Okay.
So-
These lights up here over our head.
So now, this has been recorded. So we'll just get the super bright lights for cleaning. Let's go to chancel. It'll fade out, just the front. This is perfect.
Okay.
This is, then we can adjust the rest.
Now you'll notice when, now,
Now,
turn the cleaning back on for a
I
second.
got a question here. Okay, go ahead.
All right, now, you'll notice when you either go to chancel or just turn cleaning off, and if you look at your
House, yeah.
chandeliers there,
Yeah.
the lights are gonna reach a point where they flicker just a little bit before they go out.
Yes.
That's that point where,
It's
the
unstable.
lamps are, and the replacement fluorescents do the same thing as well, because they have a little electronic ballast that needs enough power to operate.
So what I need to do now is, let's say, turn this off, is,
You just touch that briefly. If you touch it and hold it, you go through that menu thing.
okay.
Okay, and it goes through its little self-test, and now it's ready to go.
So now I still have control over each section
Individually.
individually. But if it ever should go to that point, hold it.
Shut the board down, push and hold, and make sure this menu comes up and tells you you have full
control.
Control, not playback.
And you do that by holding it long enough, and then
Yes.
it'll give you the options.
It'll still do the winky blinky self-test thing, but you'll get
Yes.
a message in this first box that says either full control or playback only or playback and control. You change it by just turning this knob to the one you want.
Yes.
And then when you get to the one you want, you hit, this is the enter button. The little
Yes.
check mark is the enter button.
I should have called you 2 years ago.
So I have a question now. So you've preset some of these, and you're at
Chancel.
chancels on, but what if you want the chancel and, let's say, what I call these chandeliers on maybe soft? That's a new setting.
You would have to make a new look.
Have to make
If
a
we
new
had
look.
a smart, they make a dimmer pack.
Or
that's got a
could,
better-
or
a better-
could you,
You can do it from the console.
could you,
Right, remember he said that you could do the presets right here, too.
well, what I'm saying is, this is on, and say you wanna turn the house
You
light.
can add, you can
add to that, right?
Yeah, you can always add to
with
it.
the board.
With just temporarily.
Okay, all right, so.
At the moment.
So let's try that one, where we can program one of these to be exactly the way Don is looking for.
Well, no,
So
I'm
what-
saying.
No, I wanna make,
Leave the program there.
yeah, but you wanna add to
So
it.
push
But
number
if,
one,
if.
Push number
if,
one.
and
this-
bring up any of the other faders, and those lights will come up.
So you can, yeah,
Yeah,
you can do that.
Yes. Okay, now this is.
Or you, and you put them anywhere you want, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
well, okay.
Within,
this is
within
work-
limitations.
The system is working in what's called highest takes precedence.
Mm-hmm.
Meaning that if you're trying to mix
I
levels,
can't mix the level, yeah.
okay?
This is
If
gonna
it's
be-
on, if the light is on at the button,
yes.
you can't make it go lower
Right. Then
than
what's,
the lights on.
then
on
what
at
was.
Then the
button.
preset,
then
right.
what
You
was
can make
recorded.
it brighter.
Brighter,
So if
okay.
it's not on, or say a light was on at 50%.
Yes.
You could find that same light on the fader here.
And make it-
take it to 100%,
higher,
but
yeah.
you can't take it lower than the 50.
Very nice. Okay,
I was
so,
just wondering, because not necessarily these are gonna suit every situation, obviously.
But, yeah, you
But,
could.
but
you
sometimes you want a combination of chancel and soft. chancel and soft, which I think is soft,
Right.
was house, the chandeliers on a low setting.
Right. So you could use you could push the button there and add the extra things you want. You could do it that way. You could create a new look, but if you've already got 5 and that's the basic 5 that you want, that you really don't want to change,
Yeah.
you could make the look that you're asking for and record it into a memory.
Yeah,
And then you
need the board though to.
you would have
You'd
to have the board.
on. It's not
And you
one
would
could
you
take
would
off
press
the-
the memory button and the lights go red.
So how come it just doesn't, what's going on here? Why is it?
Well, okay.
Because they're all on,
You
because,
have them all on.
so if I do this,
Now, those are flash buttons at the moment, so when it's brightly lit, it means there's something recorded there.
Yes.
And if you push the button, even if the fader is not up, it's gonna bring it full up for a second while you have your finger on it. So like if I hit
Till you release it.
till you release it.
all right, so how do I use the memory now? Is it with this, or what, how do I want to use preset 1 here.
Okay, so let's see what's... Okay, so we've cleared the memory that was up, so you can just run the fader up.
Okay, so I just gotta remember the magic clear, and then that'll be good, all right. And this, and then you can combine the two.
Yeah, you can mix and match and do everything you want.
So
This
this
basically
this
can-
could be the dawn move right here. You got, no, that's not
Yeah,
it.
you can play with anything you want.
Yeah.
What the
But
the
then
memories
you gotta
will, for the way
be
you guys,
ambidextrous and-
the way you guys use your console,
Mm-hmm.
what the memories would do for you is let you group lights that you know you want
Together.
to be on together, so you don't have to have 5 different